plan was, I mean, we talked in the summer, and the plan was to take a year off. So, you know, aside from those things, maybe we won't do much until the summer, but who knows, you know?
Well, that's awesome, because, I mean, that, you know, for me, being a hellacious fan, that brings up, you know, a piss load of anticipation, but I totally understand. I mean, you got to take a break.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, I know there's fans out there, it's like, fuck, you know, why are you stopping? But, you know, I can totally see that. But hearing that there's stuff still in the future, you know, lets everybody know that, you know, this is not a road that's over with yet.
Yeah, no.
So, you know, that's great.
Sure.
So, you know, I can deal with that anticipation. But, you know, like you say, working with Richard, you know, that I have been a Rammstein fan for as far back as I can remember.
Yeah.
And, of course, that's how I found out about you guys going to the Rammstein show.
Yeah.
You know, who are these guys opening? Combi Christ, never heard of them. Yeah, they're pretty awesome. So, but, yeah, that's just incredible. And, like with your other projects and stuff, you know, working with Richard through Immigrate.
Yeah.
And, you know, that's one thing I found out kind of just by chance that you were in that. I was like, oh, my God. So how did that come about?
That came about because I used to play in a band with a close friend of Richard's who lived in New York, and Richard also lived in New York for some time. And eventually I got a phone call one day because Richard had filmed a music video for the My World song.
Yeah.
And it was for, well, I probably shouldn't get into the logistics of it, but he had to reshoot the video, like, very last minute. And his friend called me up, and she had said, you know, we need someone, like, real quick. Can you learn the song and, like, and come do this video, like, in 2 days? And
wow.
I was like, fuck, okay. Yeah, I was like, yeah, no problem. So I called up my drum company. I had them, like, overnight me a kit because I didn't have a kit here, a drum set at home. I had just left it somewhere. I don't know. I have drum sets all over the world at this point. But at that point, I just didn't have one at home. So they overnight me a kit. I painted it, brought it there, and I played. I met Richard for the first time that day, and I played the very first take in front of a green screen for the video. And I remember I was facing the green screen when I was shooting, and I was the last one to go. We all did the performance like solo, and then they just, you know, put it all together in editing at the end. But I remember I was facing the green screen. They were taping me from behind, and there was, like, you know, 50 people behind the cameras watching me. And that was the first time Richard ever saw me play drums. And I did my first take. And then the second that they yelled cut, everyone just erupted in applause. And I turned around, and Richard just had this huge grin on his face. And he walked over to me, and he was like, hey, you're my drummer for this band now. And I was like, cool. And and that was it. Cool. And then we just became, like, best friends that day. So
wow. That's that is so fucking awesome. Yeah, that's you know, I love them. Like you know, said when it comes to side projects, you know, I really fall in love with side projects. But when I saw that, I mean, 2 members of 2 of my favorite bands, you know, coming together to do something, that's just amazing to me.
Yeah.
But I know there's other projects, and the Monkeys Are Machine Guns.
Yeah.
Now this is the one that's got everybody asking questions and wondering about, and
right
you know, what's the deal with it?
Yeah, even me too.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, it was funny. Basically, I woke up one day and I had a phone call from Trevor and Bobby, and they were like, "Yo, we're gonna start this new band, and you're gonna be the drummer." And I was like, "Okay, cool. What do the songs sound like?" And they played me like a demo of a song, and it was like really fast. I was like, "There's no possible way that I can play this stuff," and I can't do it. And they were like, no, you're going to do it. It's fine. Don't worry. We'll figure it out. And I said no. I woke up the next day, and they had booked a plane ticket for me. And I was like, fuck, man. They're like, well, we pay for the plane ticket, so you got to come out here. And I was like, all right, fine. And I go out there, and they had bought like an ounce of crystal meth and put me in a room with drums. And I just played as fast as I could and made this record in about... It's 7 minutes long, the whole record, and I actually recorded it in 3 minutes. We had to slow it down to make it the speed that it's at. because I was playing so fast. So, and now I'm in this fucking band, and I don't know what the hell I'm going to do with myself. I'm going to have to play this shit every night, but I'll figure it out.
Well, the I guess the song links aren't so bad. What what would you call it? The title debut or something. I'm not racist. I just hate a lot.
Yeah.
And that song is what, 40 seconds long?
Yeah, 41 maybe. Did you see the video for it?
I did.
Yeah, we were in makeup for about 3 days. We didn't sleep just to get made to look like those goddamn monkeys. And then shot the video in 3 minutes. Had to slow that down too.
Oh my God. Well, yeah, that's raised so many questions, on Facebook and the internet, where that's going to go. So I love that shit.
We're opening for Lady Gaga next year.
Is that a real deal?
Yeah.
So that's not just one of them shock value posts. That is a real deal.
Yeah.
Wow. See, I've got so many people. Yeah, y'all are full of shit. Y'all just saying that to get us, get us wondering and stuff. But I wondered that myself, So.
Oh, she's one of our biggest supporters.
Wow. That ought to get you a pretty good following there.
Yeah, she's offered to do guest vocals on the next record. Actually, we already have Axl Rose and a couple of other really good dudes. I don't know if I could talk about all of them yet, but I know Axl. We got the okay from his label, whatever. And Lady Gaga said she'd do it. It's gonna be sick, man.
So that's a band you didn't really want to be in the first place, and now you've pulled all this following. Well, tell us about some other. I mean, I know there's some other projects, or just, I see you going out and about, DJing some clubs here and there, and
yeah.
I mean, how is that? Are you doing anything? I mean, I always wonder if you're ever going to come local to Atlanta, and I always see New York, Mexico, shit. But
yeah, I actually did. The only time I ever spun in Atlanta was actually 2 times I did. One time was Andy had asked me if I wanted to go down there and help him with some stuff on the last record, which turned into, hey, do you want to DJ at the club? And that turned into, hey, we should do like an unplugged Combi Christ gig. So it was just like a spur of the moment kind of like weird performance thing. So I spun that night, and then like and then at the after show party at that show you were at like a couple months ago.
Yeah.
But I was going to come on the Imperative Reaction tour, but I'm only going on the second half because I got some other gig offers that are in the first half that I had to take. So
yeah, I saw the.
I just miss Atlanta.
Yeah, too. I know. No, I know. Like I saw the post on there where you were joining. I was like, oh shit. Yeah. And I saw the one you were going to be joining. I was like, wait a minute, that sounds bad.
Well, I tried to make it work out, and I was gonna actually come. It's funny because the gig that I have to go do is the same day that the tour would be in New York,
mm-hmm.
and I'm from New York, but I'm going to be in Vegas that day.
Yeah.
So then at that point it was like, all right, well I can come after that, but they're going on that goth cruise thing, and I did that shit once, and I can't do. I'll fall off that fucking boat if I go do that shit again. It got so crazy, so I'm not going on that thing, and I'd have to find something to do for a week in Florida, one of my least favorite places. No, I'm just kidding. It's one of my favorite places. Okay, hey, I could have gone to Disney World, but anyway, yeah. So I just said I'll just do the second half of the tour.
Yeah, that's cool. That's still cool. But I mean, through all the music, through
mm-hmm.
everything that you do and have done, what are your influences? I mean, what do you like? What really turns you on to the music?
To what I listen to, how I play? I mean, what do you mean?
Yeah, I mean, what you listen to, or, just direct influences that fuels your passion for the music.
It's funny. As I was growing up, like I grew up listening to like Guns N' Roses and Metallica and all that shit, and then when I was getting older and I started playing a lot, and like the more aggressive that the bands got that I played in, the more gayer the music that I wanted to listen to was. I guess it's like a balancing act. I don't know.
Yeah.
I got really into George Michael and Wham and Erasure and New Order, and I don't know. There's just something about that music to me that's like